How's it going, everyone? Top Hat here today. Gonna do a little bit different of a video. I'm on my deck. We're not in a car, but I feel as an automotive enthusiast that it's my job to report things that are going on. So, you guys know that I had a 2016 Camaro 1SS, and the motor blew. And then, since then, I had more issues with the car, causing me to trade the car in for the Hellcat. So, I went and got a phone call from the dealership today that they had sold the Camaro, and the new owner would actually like the factory exhaust, and they were wondering if I still had it. And I did, so I went down and I dropped it off. So I'm talking to the guys in the service department, and I asked them if they worked out all the issues with the car, and his answer was, I thought we did. Which means the car is actually going back for the same computer issues that it had before. Which, to me, is a problem. Not to the dealership, because the dealership can only do so much. Chevy dealers, they perform services and they fix cars in accordance to what Chevy corporate allows them to do. Well, this car has had an issue for months now, and Chevy corporate has known about it. I had made multiple phone calls to them, and I even spoke with Andy at Diablo Formula Racing. Excuse me. But after me describing to him what the issue was, he said wiring harness and ECU. So I said those same things to the dealership, and they passed it on to corporate Chevy. But Chevy apparently has a process that they need to follow before listening to anyone. So this message is actually for corporate Chevrolet. Chevy, you need to put more faith in the guys that you have selling and repairing these vehicles. They are the ones that are dealing directly with the consumer. And it feels as though, and at least in my case, that when I dealt with corporate Chevy, that they just didn't seem to care. And when I spoke to the gentleman today, and he said that he had heard that several times from several people over the last several weeks. Again, there's something seems wrong there. If you're going to produce a product, stand by that product, and when an issue arises, fix it. Give the people on the ground, so to speak, over at the dealerships, to do what they need to do. Don't tie their hands. You know, wiring harness needs to be changed. ECU needs to be changed. Right there you go. The motor's been completely rebuilt. Sensors have been replaced here and there. The computer has also been replaced. Twice, as far as I know. I don't know what they did after the fact, but my guess is that they changed the sensor again, gave it some sort of tune-up, and changed the computer again. It's more than that, Chevy. Change the wiring harness. Because now, this poor man or woman that bought this car has had it for a week and already has to bring it back. To me, that doesn't make very good business sense, even after I brought the car back 7 times. My Camaro video that I did as to why it blew the motor is doing very good. Sadly, I don't want my videos to be about crap breaking, so to speak. And I don't want my videos to be naysaying and negative about car companies. My very first car was a Camaro. I've owned 2 Oldsmobiles, 2 Camaros, and I take that back. 3 Oldsmobiles. I've owned 3 Oldsmobiles and 2 Camaros before I made the shift to Dodge. But I still have my Camaro. But because of everything that's been going on, I don't feel confident enough in the Chevy name, unfortunately. And I understand there are plenty of people. And you know what? I got Andy telling me the same thing. I got the Friday car, luck of the draw. But again, the way I was dealt with by corporate Chevrolet put a very bad taste in my mouth. So when I rebuild my Camaro, I don't even want to put a Chevy motor in it. You know, a 6.1 Hemi, a 6.4 Hemi, hell, even a Hellcat motor, depending on how much money I can get a hold of. You know, that would be insane. And I think I would aggravate a lot of people if I did that. But I feel I would be neglecting my duties as an automotive enthusiast and by not sharing this information. People need to know that when you call to have your car fixed and you spend $20, $30, $40, $70,000 on a car, you should feel comfortable knowing that the car is going to be replaced and or fixed properly. Not just every week just bring it back. Because at some point that car, same as I had, just want to get rid of it. And the car itself wasn't bad. I thoroughly enjoyed the Camaro from day one till the motor blew. And then after I got the car back, I enjoyed it again. Several times did it have to go back, and in between, each time I got it back, I enjoyed it. But after the 5th or 6th time, something's got to give. You know, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. Chevy, listen to your guys on the ground. They're there. They're listening to the people. And there are other people that are there. There are other people that service these cars. You know what I mean? As far as I'm concerned, Chevy needs to talk to Andy from Diablo Formula Racing, because he builds your product every day. From the ZL1s to the C7 Corvettes to the C6 Corvettes, anything. He'll do any car, but he loves the LSLT motors. And you know what? After a 2-minute conversation with him, he addressed the issue, and he believes that he knows what the problem is. And you know, I agree. I do believe that when the motor blew, it fried a little bit more than just a couple of sensors. I think that the entire wiring harness should be replaced. The ECU should be replaced. Several other sensors should be replaced. So everything is starting fresh. Then you go from there. And if it's not that, I don't know what to tell you. But again, sorry to make this a little rant video. I just wanted to share this with you and, you know, the automotive industry. Hopefully Chevy is watching. Please fix this car for this other guy before you lose another customer. Please fix it. He deserves it. He went out and he spent the money on the car, and you know, it's a good car. It's a very good car. So that's all I've got. Until next time, thank you for listening. Likes, comments, shares. As always, be well, stay safe.